Alright, just come down that track. I'm going to go down that little walk track. Might be able to see all the people here. This is Rocky Pool. And people in there swimming. Obviously I won't go down and film around people. I'll try and stay out of the way. But it gives you a look into the pool from the top of the rock. If I don't go and end up on my ass. There you go. Not a bad little spot, little waterfall going into the pool. It's not a deep pool. There's people everywhere. Not a very deep pool, but it's certainly a really nice spot, a good spot for a swim. Alright, now I've got to get back and I've got to go up over that hill. There's supposed to be a service track that goes up over those power lines, so I know the first bit's pretty steep and it should flatten out on the way back down the other side. And I'm actually standing on a cave. There's a rock here and it's undermined, so if it's wet you can always crawl under there and stay dry. Hopefully I'm far enough away from these people so you can't figure out who they are. Alright, that was a Rocky Pool. I've got to get up over that hill somehow. Not looking forward to that bit, but it is a home run. So back down the track. Chuck a left at the bottom, then a right. Should take me up over that hill there. Well, we'll see. That's where I came over the little saddle in there, down to the bottom. Now I'm going to go up that way somehow. I know the map showed it as a pretty steep track first. I can see the track actually going up the hill there. Steep at the first bit, get up over that hill, and then it's just a gentle downhill from there back to the car. But I don't know what the track's like. We'll find out. Might get my feet wet down here too, which is a bit of a problem, but never mind. That's the track I came up. This is the one I'm going back up on. Just a matter of interest, on the top of that hill there is a track that goes up to Spring Street. So if you park at Spring Street, you come down the Bibbulmun track, turn left at the bottom on Peace Gully Road or whatever they call it, down to Rocky Pool. You can actually come back around here and up around there to make a big loop walk if you want to. Not sure of the actual length. I've done a walk that went down the side of this hill, and another one over there somewhere went down the side of the hill. Very steep. I was on my bum coming down part of that, and the no-go camera, this thing here what I'm talking to, would look like it was recording, but it wasn't. So I missed that bit. I really don't want to go back down that again. That was very steep. Now if you wanted to get up to the back of Gooseberry Hill, follow this track. It's actually one of the service tracks for these power lines going up that way. Bit of a steep climb, then it sort of smooths out as it goes up the valley, and then you can cut back to Kalamunda, Spring Road, or keep going and it comes back behind the houses at Gooseberry Hill. Oop, you're dizzy, or did it catch up? Just come down that track, and that track there is the one that I've got to take to get up over these hills and back to the car. So I might be lucky. If you go down there, you're going to get your feet wet. There used to be a log going across the side. Don't know if that's still there or not. Doesn't look like it. They did have a log going across there, so you could sort of get across. Don't know what's at the bottom of this one though. And this is the track that I've got to take. Obviously this is the main service track for the power lines. So they've got a decent steel bridge here. Wobbles a bit, but it's I guess if you don't want to get your feet wet, you could walk up here, head up over that way and get up to the other track, but we're going up this track. We'll see how steep it gets and how rocky it gets, and if it's really, really bad, I'll just turn back and go the way we came up. Doesn't look too bad. Right. Well, that's the top there, I think. Coming up out of the valley. Doesn't look very steep. I know it was a steep track. Saw it on the map, and it certainly didn't disappoint me. This is quite steep. There's two little bits in here that are really quite sharp, quite steep. Whew. Definitely needed those hiking poles. Or a four-wheel drive would have been good. And a chainsaw to get past that log. Whew. You can sort of see how steep it is. Just drop the camera down and look up there. Yeah, the top of the track just disappears as it goes up. Very good on the legs. Quite tough. I think I'm nearly there. Okay, just got over the hill. Very steep track going up that. Going down this track here, down to the bottom, I think. I don't think it goes, I go that way, I think I keep going down, but anyway. And that there is the mountain bike track that goes across to the single track that I said, whew, on the way in. Puffing a bit. That was definitely steeper. Looked steep on the track on the map. I knew it was going to be steep, but yeah, it was pretty steep. And I'm pretty unfit anyhow. I hope it's like this all the way down. It's not bad to walk on, but we shall see over this little lip. Alright, keep on going. That's Boyer, the houses in front of us. And I don't know if you can see just to the right of that pole in the triangle there, there's a tower that's on top of Greenmount Hill. And Boyer Quarry is the quarry that you can see out there. You might be able to see on this camera, I don't know. Oops. Alright, there you go. See all the power lines from the top of that hill there. It goes down, up a little bit, down, up a little bit, down to here, up a little bit, down again. I think it turns to the right there. I can actually see the track that I walked up, just up there. And there's little side tracks like this, foot tracks. In fact, there's some people walking down there. Whew. Not a bad walk. I got a blood blister on my toe the other week, just from the walking downhill. Toes pushed up against the front of the boot, and on the side of the toe got a bit of a blister. I can feel that again, so I'd say that's probably getting bigger. Might have to just wear thongs around at home for a while. Poles are on a bit of a lean up there. Now this power line here is all the poles are very new. Not too far to go, and I think this, or does it? I think it drops off, goes down that way. Hope it does, because from the top of the hill looking straight on, it's certainly not a track like this. It's like two little tyre marks in the bush, so it must go to the right up here a little bit. I'm not sure exactly where. Here's another little down and up. At least the track's not too bad. It's actually better than the one over to the right there at the top, where it's quite chunky sized rocks that you've got to sort of walk over. This one's not too bad. Whew. Alright. It's quite interesting, that little saddle there is the one I went up and over, and I've come back just over to the right up over those power lines. Down here, little side track. Whew. And this little side track here is the one I saw from the top, sort of two wheel marks chuffing off down the power lines, and this is obviously the main track which I'm going to follow. Had to do a battery change. GoPro's getting old. Batteries are getting old, so they don't last all day. Unlike that 360 camera I got, you can video for about nearly 2 hours or something on the battery, and it will just keep going. Whew. Anyway, this track should take us back to the road base track and then back up to the car. Alright, back to the track that I came in on. That's the way I went up to Rocky Creek, Rocky Pool. I might sit here for a minute in the shade. Hips are a little bit sore. Whew. That's the way back to the car, and that's the way I came back out. I don't think you need to see the trip back to the car because you've seen it back up. So I'll get the exact distance off the map when I get home and tell you exactly how far that walk was. It was a good walk, relatively easy going up to Rocky Pool, but that first hill climb out, I knew it was going to be steep, and it certainly was. Once you got to the top though, downhill, little rises as you get back down to the bottom here. Good walk. Certainly wore me out though, and I think I got some blisters, or a blister, which is a bummer. Alright, definitely come up, have a walk, do one of the walks. I can hear people coming up. Anyway, yeah, come up, do the walk. Plenty of loop walks that I've done in this area. There's tracks going everywhere, and Gaia GPS on your phone or on your tablet or on your computer certainly is very good. It has most of these tracks in here. Alright, back to the car, drink lots of water, go home, stick this on the computer and see what we can get.